Stock number 1008409. Previous service letter. $195 per month for 36 months. 7,500 miles per year. 8,500 with type. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
The stretch run is here. On March 18th, Love Nebraska hosts Love Atlanta at Baxter Arena with first serve set for 7 p.m., and every set carries postseason implications. 2 explosive teams meet on one court, trading quick transition, heavy swings, and defensive plays that can shift the match in seconds. Playoff implications on the line as the season winds down. Don't just track the score, feel every rally live. Secure your seats at lovebneb.com/tickets. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this spring. And you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. March's cream cheese flavor is Green Goddess. Pair it with a leprechaun latte. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now and your first month is free. Whether you're chasing a buzzer beater or your everyday goals, we've got next level amenities like red light recovery and hydro massage to help you rebound and recover. Plus, with the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and access over 2,800 locations. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into a presentation of high school boys state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Boys state basketball on The Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now, calling all the action, here are Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
1 week down, one more to go as we continue our state basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Good morning. Happy quarterfinal Wednesday to everyone, wherever you're listening from Pinnacle Bank Arena. As Nick Sainert with you, Jay Foreman alongside, ahead of Elgin Public, Pope John, and the Pleasanton Bulldogs here as we get rolling in Class D2 action. The schedule for today, similar to it is every single year and to it was last week in the girls state tournament coverage, as D2 will start us off in the first two games of the day, and then the final four of the afternoon and evening belong to the Class A bracket. And in that Class A bracket, a couple of capital city teams will start us off in our 1 and 3 p.m. hour games, with Lincoln High going up against Omaha Westside and Lincoln Southwest playing in game number 2 of the day. Once again, Nick Sainert with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena here on a Wednesday as we get ready to bring you 24 more games, this time from the boys state tournament here at the 2026 NSAA State Basketball Championships. And we want to shout out and thank our friends at the NSAA for always being so accommodating for us, and we appreciate all their hard work and partnership in bringing this broadcast to you. Now, talking about this upcoming matchup as they announce the starting lineups behind me here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, let's first talk about the number 1 seed in Class D2, Elgin Public Pope John EPPJ, the Wolfpack led by head coach Matt Hughes. They come in with a record of 23-3. It's their second time in the state tournament as a program, most recently in 2022, and the number 1 seed Wolfpack have yet to win a state championship in school history. They're going to be led offensively by a 6'3" senior guard, Jarek Erickson. He averages over 20 points per game. They're led second in scoring by Carson Kalhoff, a 5'10" senior guard. You look at the starting lineup for head coach Matt Hughes, and it's a 6' junior Michael Selting, a 5'10" senior Carson Kalhoff, a 5'10" sophomore guard Evan Pelster, number 21, a 6'3" senior guard Jarek Erickson, and rounding out the starting lineup for EPPJ is going to be a 6'5" sophomore forward Max Henn. Now on the other side for Pleasanton, the Bulldogs, they come in with a rather unimpressive record of 13-12 on the year, and a big reason why they did not win a single game in January. Then they got on a ridiculously hot streak in the month of February and early March. They've only lost one game since the start of February, and that came in a 3-point loss to the Loomis Wolves. head coach Jason Boyd trying to get the Bulldogs their first state title since 05. And we are ready to go as the tip is won and controlled by Elgin Public, Pope John, the Wolfpack, the number 1 seed here in Class D2. I'll get to the starting lineup for the Pleasanton Bulldogs in just a moment as EPBJ gets it on the near corner on the right side, down low, the entry pass into Hen, as this is Erickson rather with it. He stopped on the block, passes out to the near corner on the right side. It's Evan Pelster. Pelster now on the right wing to the top of the key, working it around is Michael Selting. Selting now the entry pass down low, trying to get it to Hen, and he took too many steps. That's a traveling violation on the left side of the lane, and it's going to be a turnover for EPPJ. Now, we saw last week multiple games with combined 30-plus turnovers for both sides in the girls' state tournament. Turnovers and missed free throws were the name of the game and a massive reason why teams lost last week on this stage. We'll see if that's the case in the boys. And right off the bat, how about this? 2 possessions, 1 for each side, 2 turnovers, 1 for each side. As with 7:19 to go in the first quarter, we are still scoreless. EPPJ basketball. As once again, Nick Sainer with you. Jay Foreman will join me momentarily here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Wolfpack wearing their white jerseys. Now they dribble on the left side with the basketball. It is Carson Kalhoff. Kalhoff with it on the left wing to the top of the key with it, number 21, Jarek Erickson. He's the leading scorer, wearing some purple shoes that clash with the white and black uniforms of the Wolfpack. Now he gets his pocket pick taken away. Here comes Pleasanton in transition. The dump off down the lane. The layup is good, and Pleasanton gets on the board first. They lead it 2-0 with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. For Pleasanton, Maddox Boyd, Hayden Smith, Brennan Linder, Austin Hollingsworth, and Grady Riley on the floor for the Bulldogs. Here on the top of the key with it now, it is Michael Selting. Selting dribbles to the left elbow, spins around with his left pivot foot, kicks it through. Now the entry pass down low as the double team comes. Ball is bobbled, still fought for on the hardwood, and a couple of bodies collide on the PBA floor, and it comes away as Pleasanton basketball. Pleasanton wearing their red jerseys as the lower seeded team. In transition, the floater off front iron, no good. Rebound fought for. It's controlled by the Bulldogs. 3-point try on the second effort. It's just a tad too strong, and cleaning up the glass was number 12 for EPBJ, Evan Pelster. As Pelster passes it off to number 4, Carson Kalhoff. Kalhoff now with the top of the key. On the right side, it's Selting. Selting now back to number 4. This is Kalhoff, the 5'10 senior guard. They get it into the right elbow with it now. It is Jarek Erickson. Erickson backing down the smaller defender. Now pivots right side on the wing. Dribble drive, kicking it out. Erickson thought about the 3 from the right corner. Decided to pass it up. Dribble drive in the lane. Took the bump with the bucket. And Erickson's going to the line to shoot one more. As with this, with 5:44 to go in the first quarter, we bring in Jay Foreman. And Jay, welcome to the Boys State Tournament.
Man, this is it seemed like we were just here yesterday. But that was a good move by Erickson. Off 2 feet, up through contact. Again, Nick, when you get started in this first game, you're the first one on the docket here at PBA, and these are teams that don't have a lot of crossover. Styles make fights, but I can tell you right now, by obviously waiting to get on air, it's going to be an up and down game, pretty high paced game here.
Free throw is no good by Erickson, and Pleasanton will clear the glass on the left side with it now for the Bulldogs is Brennan Linder. Linder has it on the right wing to the left wing now with it is Hayden Smith, who's 0 for 1 from beyond the 3-point line. Now number 3, Maddox Boyd, the sophomore, passes out to Smith. He'll try another 3 this time. Right wing, it's good for Hayden Smith, the 6-foot senior. He's able to get Pleasanton in front by 3. They lead at 5-2 as here comes EPPJ, Elgin Public, Pope John, the Wolfpack. With it on the right block is Erickson. Erickson stopped in no man's land, picks up his dribble. Now passes off to the left elbow, driving center of the lane, kicking out. Freshly checked into the game is Javen Erickson, a 6'3" freshman into the game. Now a jumper is good for Jarek Erickson, the leading scorer, gets another and one opportunity as he'll go to the line to shoot one.
Good patience there. A little in and out game there with his brother, and then he was able to get off 2 feet again. Jump stop, easy jumper there from almost at the elbow.
Once again, first game of our Boys State Tournament coverage here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. The free throw by Erickson. That time it's good. It's now 5-5. Jay, I was saying last week we saw name of the game, turnovers, missed free throws. Right. Same story applies here on the boys' side.
Yeah, in the first one, I would say the depth perception, obviously shooting in PBA, but also when you haven't played in a while, too. A lot of these teams have been off well over a week, and some have been over a week and a half. The rhythm is off, and so obviously that's where the turnovers come.
Pass to inside is deflected, taken away as EPPJ comes away with the loose ball. It's deflected out of bounds as Pleasanton tried to get it back, but Elgin Public, Pope John, unable to, they'll keep possession with 5:04 to go in the first quarter. It's 5-5, your score between number 1 EPPJ, and number 8 Pleasanton in Class D2 action. Erickson with the basketball just outside the fingernail. He dribbles left side, gets bumped by the defender. Now he'll hesitate and go back in, pick up his dribble on the left side of the hoop, and give it back to Erickson on the left wing. Now to Selting on the left elbow. Stops right at the Big Ten logo in the center of the lane. Gives it back to Jarek Erickson. 4:15 to play. First quarter, 9 on the possession here for EPPJ on offense. Erickson with all 5 points. Kicks it out. Other Erickson. 3-ball. Good. It's 8-5. EPPJ with the lead.
Well, you know how many times they've done that in the front in the gym. In and out game, brother to brother. Big 3 there from the corner.
On the left side, it is Smith. Smith now to the top of the key with it for Pleasanton is Austin Hollinsworth. Mid-range jumper, good by Brennan Lindler. The 6'1 senior guard draws within 1. So a nice job there from the right elbow by Lindner, able to connect on the mid-range J, and it's 8-7 EPPJ with 3:30 to go first quarter. On the left side, it's Erickson. Erickson, bigger-bodied, now drives in left side with it on Carson Kalhoff. 3-point try. Jarek Erickson just a tad too strong on that one. And the defensive rebound cleared by Pleasanton. Up the floor, an outlet pass up to Maddox. Boyd passes inside. Pass deflected back out to Boyd on the right wing. 3:17 to play first quarter. 1-point deficit. Here's Smith. Another 3 on the way. That one rattles off. No good. And the glass is cleared by number 24, Max Henn of Elgin Public Pope John. Is bringing it across the timeline now with it. Carson Kalhoff passes left side to Selting. Selting reverses course. Has it now top of the key. Into the right corner, into the near side. With it is Erickson. Erickson to the other Erickson. Jarek with the basketball now. Back to other Erickson. Another 3 on the way. It's good. He started walking down the floor. He knew that one felt good.
Yeah. We're in an up and down game. You know, Nick, for the most part, it's been a pretty clean game. Not a lot of fouls, not a lot of turnovers. Really high skill level. Just 2 whistles all quarter long on those 2 fouls called against Pleasanton. On the right side, it is Smith, Hayden Smith with the basketball. Now top of the key with it is Maddox Boyd. As Boyd passes out, gives it to Lindner. Lindner drives right side on Erickson. Now stops at the right side just beyond the elbow. Now reversing course, skip pass floater, left side baseline will not fall as Boyd was unable to connect on that jumper. And here comes Elgin Public Pope John on the defensive rebound. Jarek Erickson will bring it across half court. 2:10 to play in the first quarter. On the left side with it, it is Selting. Selting stops, right elbow, passes back, left wing. With it is Erickson, now into the far corner on the left side. With it is Kalhoff. Kalhoff, mid-range jumper, free throw line, nails. First time that they worked the left side of the court, it's been Erickson. Erickson on the right side. Kalhoff got an easy jumper there.
Pass right side. Here comes Pleasanton as they will try to draw within 6 as they trail 13-7 here in the late moments of the first quarter. Top of the key now, right side, Hayden Smith with the basketball. Smith passes it back right wing, now near out the logo. Pleasanton with still 17 seconds on the possession. Maddox Boyd with the basketball, drives right side, gets hedged by the defender, Erickson. Now here he forces him to give it up left side. With it is Pleasanton, top of the key. Now right wing again to Boyd. Boyd with 4 on the possession. Stops the right elbow, passes it through. Hayden Smith, another 3-point try.
Ooh.
Much needed, and they cut the lead in half. It's now just a 3-point deficit, 13-10, Elgin Public Pope John.
That was money right from his hand. Good shot there.
So here on the left side, Selton with the basketball on the wing. He dribbles in, draws the defender, kicks out Jarek Erickson. Shot fake from the top. Now passes left side, Selton. He dribbles in left side, draws the double. Back out Erickson, now to the other Erickson. He's hit a couple of trifectas already today. He passes it off to Selton. Now Selton out to Jarek Erickson, who tries to drive baseline. Gets cut off, given back, and the 3-ball attempt by Kalhoff is airball. No good. Pleasanton coming away because they can tie it with a 3. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. On the left side, Smith now in the left corner. With it is number 21, Riley. Riley in the left side of the lane.
Good
and
move.
He gets the layup to go. Nice job. With 30 seconds to go, the shot clock is dark, and it's a 1-point EPPJ lead.
Really good move there by Riley. Strong baseline drive up through contact. Could have got a foul, but easy 2 points.
Here comes Kalhoff. As they'll slow it down, I would imagine they will attempt to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Elgin Public Pope John leads at 13-12. Here, as we have 10 seconds on the game clock, the shot clock is dark. The leading scorer, Erickson, has 5 points on the first quarter. Pass right side, 3-point try right corner. It is no good. It circled the cylinder all the way around the toilet bowl, and it popped out. And after the first quarter of play, your score, Elgin Public Pope John 13, 8-seeded Pleasanton 12. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds with the start of the second quarter here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman with you from PBA. Class D2 quarterfinal action. We got 2 of these games before we turn our attention to Class A in the first 2 afternoon games. Tristan Gomez will have the call for our 2 night games at 6 and 7:45 later on tonight in Class A quarterfinal action as well. Pleasanton starts with the basketball. They have it top of the key. Now with it left side is Boyd. Trailing by 1 to the number 1 seed. A 3-point try on the way for the lead. It's good. Subbing in and hitting it is number 4, Owen Janitschek. The 6'2 junior comes in, delivers from a 3 from atop the key, and it's 15-13 Pleasanton.
Yeah, good patience there by Pleasanton. In and out, side to side, easy jumper there, top of the key.
Nice job by Janitschek. Now a pass to the left wing. Mid-range jumper from the free throw line. We're tied after a nice shot by number 2, Michael Selty, the 6-foot junior.
Yeah, really good job. You got him in a negative closeout. Caught him slipping a little bit. Easy jumper from the elbow.
Both sides seeming to settle in rather quickly here to the Pinnacle Bank Arena stage. 9 a.m. tip-off in the D2 boys quarterfinal. On the right side, it's Boyd. Boyd will look back towards his head coach and reset things at the top near the logo. 15 still on the possession, 6:45 to go, second quarter. They fake the handoff now on the left elbow, dribbling the right elbow, mid-range jumper. How about the ice by number 10? That's Brennan Lindner, 6'1 senior, connects to give Pleasanton a 2-point lead.
You can tell he's starting to feel it a little bit. Jumper's getting it heating up a little bit. I think this is going to come down to last possession.
6.5 to go, second quarter. On the right side with it now is Kalhoff. Kalhoff has 2 on just 1 of 2 shooting on the day. And on the left side with it now, Selting dribbles right elbow. He's hit a couple of nice mid-range jumpers. Passes out to Erickson. Jarek Erickson dribbling with his left hand top of the key. Hesitates. Drives left in. Layup just a tad too strong. Gets his own miss. Goes up with it. Second effort. We're tied again at 17.
It was a really good pick there by number 12, Peltzer. That got Erickson free. Then he got their first shot. Was able to follow it up based on that hard pick by number 12.
Here's Janitschek. Stops just beyond the elbow. Now a offensive foul is going to be called as Janitschek did not get set before he delivered a screen on offense, and it's going to be an offensive foul, giving the ball to EPPJ. 5:54 to go, second quarter, 17 all your score.
You know, Nick, when you look at both teams, the skill and obviously the coaching, it definitely needs to be noted. But the depth there and the size, you know, you got a couple 6'5" kids, 6'3", and they're all athletic and they have a lot of skill. This is going to be a great start to the weekend.
17-17, all tied up between Elgin Public, Pope John, the number 1 seed, and the number 8 seed, Pleasanton. Erickson stops, spins, pivots, jumper, good. Fading away just inside that left elbow on the B of the Big Ten logo here on the PBA floor. 19-17, EPPJ with the basketball on the left side. Now with it in the left corner, Janitschek. Janitschek for Pleasanton on offense. Top of the key they go. With it is Lindner. Lindner steps back. Left side jumper. How about these guys just trading buckets? We're tied.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, what you can do, I can do better. Erickson, Lindner, and they're trying to match it shot for shot, score for score.
We're knotted up at 19. Let me stop me if you heard that before, that we're tied. Here on the left side, it is Selting. Selting spinning, has that left foot as a pivot, spins around, kicks it back out to the perimeter with Erickson. Erickson being forced to go to his left side by the defender. Now reverses course, tries to go right instead. Passes off right side. With it is Kalhoff. Kalhoff will dribble from the right wing to the top of the key. Now passes back to the right wing on the right side. Throw entry pass into Hen. Jumper just too strong. And the rebound collected by Pleasanton. And we have a reach-in foul on Elgin Public, Pope John.
Yeah, it seems like, look, it's the first foul and seems like about 5 minutes of game time. So a little reach-in foul, getting your hand in the cookie jar. But, you know, one thing right here for EPPJ is they came out to start the second quarter a little bit of a 3-2 zone. really trying to get eyes on Lindner, number 10, because he's heating up, but also to slow down the pace of this game to their liking.
Yeah, Lindner, 8 points on 4 of 5 from the field here in the halfway point of the second quarter. On the right side now, Lindner, 3-point try on the way, right on cue. There he is again. The first 3-point try is good for Lindner. He's in double figures with 11.
Look, Nick, you don't score 550 points by not having confidence in your shot. He's at PBA. He's lighting it up right now.
Remember, Pleasanton did not win a single game in the entire month of January, as a layup is good for EPPJ to make it 22-21. Here's Pleasanton, though, looking like they belong. Janet Scheck, top of the key, passes right side. With it now is Hollinsworth. Hollinsworth gives to Janet Scheck, who hands it off to Lindner. Lindner on the right wing, cross-court pass left side. With it now, Riley. Riley dribbles in center lane, kicks it out right side. With it, 16 on the possession, passing through left side, 3-ball on the way. It is no good. Rebound tipped around, collected by the Wolfpack of Elgin Public Pope John as they go the other way, trailing by 1.
Really good, strong rebound there by Erickson to slow down the momentum of Pleasanton. Now they're trying to get a good shot. A little bit of,
His pass taken away. Elgin Public Pope John, 2-on-1 break. They dump it down low. They try to the extra pass, and it's taken away. I think Boyd thought he was fouled on that one as he's slow getting back. Erickson pushing the pace in the lane, takes the bump, no whistle, and the layup is good by Jarek Erickson as Elgin Public Pope John wants to take a timeout.
Little Luka Doncic, little slow Euro step, rocked him to sleep. 2 points by Erickson, coast to coast.
23-22, EPPJ with the basketball. It's a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll step aside with them, come back in just one moment here on 93.7 The Ticket.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college, helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sandert, Jay Foreman alongside here with you as it is a 23-22 Elgin Public Pope John lead over Pleasanton here in Class D2 quarterfinal. Really good game so far. Back and forth. It's played smoothly. And once again, we want to tell you about our friends at Union Bank. You can get a great rate on a 6, 12, or 24-month CD at Union Bank. You can learn more at UBT.com. 3:14 to go, second quarter, 23-22 your score. EPPJ with a 1-point lead on the right side. It's Boyd for Pleasanton on offense as they trail by 1. Lindner with his 11 points has the basketball in the near far corner rather. Now going to the basket to our left here court side at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Here's Pleasanton directly in front of us, passes right wing to Boyd. Boyd now left side once again with it. Riley down to Lindner. Lindner backing in, fading away. Jumper does not get the friendly roll, and the class is cleared by Erickson, as Erickson now has 5 rebounds on the day.
A little defensive change in coverage for EPPJ. He went to a little bit of man-to-man, but all eyes were on Lindner, forced him into a little bit of a difficult shot there.
Passing on the right side, Erickson. He'll stop, kick out to other Erickson. Now top of the key with it, Hen. Hen passes left side. Kalhoff, he'll pop the tray. It's good. It's now 26-22, Elgin Public, Pope John.
A little high pick and roll, come off it, read the screen, lights out from 3.
On the right side with it is Riley. Riley with the basketball. 2 points for him today. Lindner to Hayden Smith. Smith for Pleasanton gives it to Boyd. Top of the key. They're reversing around the perimeter. Good ball movement by Pleasanton as they kick it into the elbow. Now bounce it back out to Smith. Smith now left side, passing it with 2 hands. Back to Smith. They give it. Now he throws it. Far right corner. 3-ball. Maddox. Boyd. It will not connect, and Hen cleans up the glass.
Little frustration there by Lindner. He was wide open. He had an isolation on the left side. Didn't get it. Forced it. Ball back to the opposite side. Wasn't the shot they probably wanted for Coach Boyd.
EPPJ leads 26-22. They're on a 7-0 run. Here's Erickson on the left side. He'll pop the long 3 on the way. Air ball missed everything, as that was number 44, Javen Erickson, the 6'3" freshman, and he was unable to connect on that one.
Yeah, I think his brother's telling him, like, listen, man, that shot didn't work in the driveway. It's not going to work at PBA. Maybe he was feeling it a little bit. You know, he went 2 for 2. Just missed his last one by a little bit of a wide margin.
It would look like a shot I'd probably hit over you.
Yeah. I know you would take it.
I would take it.
Yeah.
The percentage would not be very high. Here's Linder on the left side. Top of the key with it is Riley. Trailing by 4 are the Bulldogs of Pleasanton. They give it back to Riley at the top. He got the shot fake. Stops. Floater. Off back iron. No good. Rebound cleared by Erickson. He's got 5 now on the day as once again EPPJ still in the midst of a 7-0 run. And in the same light, Pleasanton hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Here on the left side, Javen Erickson gives it to Jarek. Jarek now back. Great cut. Head. Two-handed flush. It's 28-22 EPPJ.
Good UCLA cut there. Led it to the drop the dime by Erickson. Big two-hand jam. Alagazan.
It's important for Pleasanton to try to cut into this lead before half. Here on the left side, Hayden Smith. He pops the 3. What an answer. Hayden Smith able to get it. He's now 3 of 5 from beyond the arc as Smith. And Elgin Public Pope John's lead is cut in half yet again. It's now a 3-point margin. A 1-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 24 on the game clock, 23 on the possession. 28-25 is your score in favor of Elgin Public Pope John as we narrow down the time until halftime. They're going to hold for essentially the last shot. 10 seconds to go until the halftime break. Here's Erickson. He hands it off. Gives it to Kohlhoff. Kohlhoff with 5. Step back. 3. No good. Off backboard. Offensive rebound with 1 second. It's stripped. And there is the horn. And at the end of the first half, number 1, Elgin Public Pope John leads 28-25 over number 8 seed Pleasanton. What a great game it has been so far in our first game of 24 this week on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll step aside, come back in just a few short minutes with your thoughts from halftime here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college, helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," You want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert with you alongside the Husker Hall of Famer Jay Foreman. As what a crisp first half that was in our first D2 quarterfinal matchup here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Your score at the half in our D2 quarterfinal matchup, number 1 seed Elgin Public Pope John leads by just 3 over the 8-seeded Pleasanton Bulldogs. As one thing about Pleasanton, catching fire at the right time this season. They have had a scorching month of February and March, and they're continuing it here on the Pinnacle Bank Arena stage at the half. Once again, just a 3-point margin in favor of the number 1 seed, the top-seeded Elgin Public Pope John Wolfpack. And Jay, as we kind of break down that first half, I mean, we look at what Jarek Erickson was able to do, 6 of 8 from the field for EPPJ. But on the Pleasanton side, how about Lindner? 11 points on 5 of 7 from the field. Collectively as a team, Pleasanton shooting 5 of 9 beyond the 3-point line. It's been a big reason why they've been able to stay in it. But, man, just a well-played first half all around.
The skill level is obviously outstanding, whether it's D2 or Class A. But those two players have showed up big time, obviously, Erickson and Lindner. And Lindner's been on a heater, in the last 3 games, including the district final. He went 32, 29, and 30. And so he's put them on their back, and that's what he's doing today. And then, obviously, Erickson, along with his brother, I think his brother, Javen, the young freshman coming off the bench and going 2 of 4 from 3, 2 big threes that really got the momentum started for EPPJ. Because they were down, anywhere from 3 to 5 points. But when you start hitting the threes and a guy that's coming off the bench really swung the momentum. So, look, a 3-point game is essentially 1 possession game. Look for Pleasanton to really try to get Lindner going here in the second half early because that's what they've been riding all the way here to PBA.
Yeah, and obviously at this level, Jay, not a ton of depth on these teams, right? The roster size might be a little bit smaller as well. Both teams just playing 6 total guys in that entire first half. No foul trouble, right? They haven't really given – I was talking to some other people during the break there. They haven't given the referees a chance to really insert themselves in the game, which is a good thing. When you got 2 good teams like this, stay out of the way, let the basketball
The pace
play.
has been excellent. The skill has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
The fundamentals are great. Both teams play at a pretty high pace.
Yeah.
The passes are crisp, and they know what they're doing. They're running really good sets offense. They're running actions and defensive coverages. They're making adjustments. And, good. You can play 6 guys like that when you play, clean, efficient basketball.
As always, you can let us know where you're tuning in from. You can always text us on our text line. Everybody knows the number, 464-5685. Feel free to reach out to us. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And as always, every single game that's broadcasted on the ticket will be heard on our FM dial, the mobile app, the audio stream, the video streams. Everywhere you get your 93.7 The Ticket content is where you can hear these games throughout the course of the next couple of days from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Let's step aside, come back in about 2 minutes of time, and start the second half of play. Number 1, Elgin Public. Pope John leads it 28-25 here on 93.7 The Ticket over Pleasanton. We'll be right back. High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology, on your side, by your side.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
It is time for the second half of play from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Standard alongside Jay Foreman with you as EPPJ, Elgin Public. Pope John leads it by 3 over the Pleasanton Bulldogs, 28-25. EPPJ with the basketball. They'll go to the basket to our left as a mid-range elbow jumper off back iron won't go for Selting of EPPJ, and Pleasanton clears the glass. Going up the floor, pushing the pace. It's through the hands and a turnover for Pleasanton. That is one thing I was going to say, Jay, is we saw in the first possession of the game for each team. Each team committed a turnover on their first possession, yet in that first half, just 4 for each side.
Yeah, I mean, efficient basketball, really good skill level, and obviously when you have one team, shooting 56% from the field, the other 60%. It's very, very clean basketball.
Here's Erickson. Jarek Erickson, jumper good as
Man.
he is able to get the jumper to fall. It's 30-25 EPPJ.
Yeah, plays at his own pace. Smooth jumper there for Erickson.
Down the left block with it. Lindner trying to answer. He can't do so. Rebound tipped out. Boyd collects the offensive rebound. Dumps underneath. That's going to be a kicked ball violation against EPPJ. Huge shout out to Logan from Claytonia tuning in, as we appreciate Logan for listening out in Claytonia. 30-25 is your score. Baseline inbound coming in for Pleasanton. 7:05 to play third quarter. Baseline underneath their own hoop. Hayden Smith, 3 ball on the way. He won't connect as he had 3 of those in the first 2 quarters of play. 6:57 to go in the third quarter. 5-point EPPJ lead for the Wolfpack. On the right side, they're on offense as well. Leading by 5, Jarek Erickson dribbles with the left hand to the top of the key. Passes reverse way on the right wing with it now. It is Seltine, this is Kalhoff. He almost got away with the travel. Now on the left side, Seltine for 3. Just off back iron. It will not fall. Rebound tracked down by EPPJ. Another crack at it on offense. Jarek Erickson with the basketball on the right wing. Denied the screen now from number 12, this is Erickson's. Tried to drive baseline. Good closeout by the defender for Pleasanton, number 14, Hollinsworth. Now here's EPPJ on the right side. A whistle and a foul on the reach, and I believe they're going to get Lindner with this one.
Yeah, it was Lindner was trying to get – sometimes you can get frustrated, right, when things aren't going what you like or going well. You try to take some chances on defense. You got to be real patient. A lot of time left in this game.
6:20 to play, third quarter, 30-25. Elgin Public, Pope John with the 5-point advantage. Jarek Erickson on the right side, behind the college three-point line. He has it at the top of the key now, dribbling with his left hand. Drives all the way around the lane, gets a great steal from his teammate, but he misses the floater, gets his own miss somehow, goes up with it. He'll draw the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Jarek Erickson, just a big physical body.
Yeah, the best thing the 6'3" guard did was he rebounded it twice, kept it above his head, and then kind of moved into the defender and forced the ref to call a shooting foul. He plays at his own pace. That's the second time he's went to that slower Euro step, but it allows him to actually read the defense as he's trying to make a basket.
First free throw is no good for Erickson, as it is now 1 for 3. Just 3 free throws attempted for Elgin Public Pope John today. 0 yet for Pleasanton, and all of them have been from the right arm of Erickson. Here's the other one on the way for Erickson. That one will bounce in. Friendly roll off the front iron. It's now a 6-point lead. 3 times now as EPBJ's been up by 6. Both the times before, Pleasanton's come down and hit a 3 to cut it in half. Here is Boyd. Can they do it a third time? On the right side with it. Now with it is Riley. Riley into the right elbow. Lindner. Lindner kicks it out right side. Now back to Lindner on the right wing. Guarded by Seltine. Fakes right, goes left. Stops at the right elbow. Looks for help after he extinguishes his dribble. Now at the top of the key, it's Hollinsworth. Hollinsworth hands it off to Lindner. 7 on the possession clock. Here, 5.5 to play third quarter. Lindner trying to drive around a couple of defenders. Fadeaway mid-range jumper. What a shot by Lindner. That could not have been more perfect.
Yeah, you don't average 30 over the last 3 games, and obviously he was a high point scorer every game before that. Good fadeaway jumper on the baseline.
From the right baseline. What a nice job by Lindner. Cross-court pass to Seltine. Pass fake from Seltine left into the corner. Now he'll reverse out to the logo. Now gives it left side. With the basketball, it's Pelster. Evan Pelster with the basketball. Crosses over right to then left. He gets his pocket picked, going the other way. Here comes Lindner. Lindner being tracked down by Erickson. Layup is good, and it's a 2-point ball game. Every time EPPJ starts to break away, Pleasanton's able to go on a little spurt themselves.
Yeah, Lindner's a really good player. He D'd up right there. It was really good on the pickpocket. Then an easy finish there over Erickson.
4:45 to play third quarter on the right side. Jarek Erickson stops holding the basketball above his head along that baseline, bounces it out to Pelster, back out Erickson on the right wing and outside the perimeter. He dribbles the left side to Seltine. Seltine cuts in the center lane through a couple of defenders. The floater too strong, and the rebound tipped, tracked down by Pleasanton. Here come the Bulldogs. They can take the lead with a 3, tie it with a 2. Here on the right side, Riley with the basketball, gives it out into the far corner. Now to Smith. Smith working it around the perimeter to the left side, now top of the key with it. Jumper to tie as Lindner can't get it to fall, and Jarek Erickson cleans up the miss.
Yeah, one thing Pleasanton is doing, they're not getting much going to the rim, so everything's a jump shot outside of 10, 15 feet. see if their legs wear down late in the game, Nick.
On the left side, Seltine takes one dribble, kicks it out. Hen, 3-point try on the way, just a tad too strong with the rebound. Karam's out where it's deflected, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch on the deflection by Elgin Public Pope John. It'll be Pleasanton basketball. 3:58 to go, third quarter. 31-29, the Wolfpack on top of Pleasanton.
The pace is still obviously back and forth, right? But it's two different styles, right? One thing I'll say is that they both get in the secondary break really good, and they have the patience if it's not there. But Pleasanton is primarily a jump shooting team versus the Wolfpack is they'll drive and kick, they'll shoot threes, and then obviously Erickson underneath the hoop. Let's see if they wear them down from the physicality throughout 4 quarters.
Defenders got lost as Hayden Smith had a great look at a 3-point try from the top of the key. I think he was surprised at how open he ended up being. He misses the 3-point try. Erickson, spin move, won't get the layup, gets it back, puts it up on the second effort. That rebound's tipped out, and another missed layup for Jarek Erickson as Pleasanton catches a break. Lindner up the floor as here is Janet Scheck in the lane, the bucket. No, it's not going to count as that will be a charge call, and it will be a turnover. Janet Scheck can't believe it. What'd you think about that, Jay?
Oh, I don't know about that. Coach Boyd isn't hype or isn't or he is hype. He's not too happy about that call. Really good job there by Erickson. I don't think he was outside the halo. I think I agree with Coach Boyd there.
And here's the thing with in high school, the restricted area isn't necessarily enforced as the layup is no good on EPPJ's end, but it still gives the officials a mark, right? So on the left side, now top of the key with it, Lindner. Now on the right side, back to Lindner at the top. He's guarded by Seltine. 3:01 to play, third quarter. Pass in the corner, Boyd. Boyd could have hit the three if he wanted to. Now dribbles through the lane. Janet Scheck for the lead on the way. That one will not go from deep. And the rebound collected by Javen Erickson. The freshman gives it to Jarek.
That was a big rebound there by Erickson, the younger brother of Jarek. A really good job there boxing out, not allowing Pleasanton another shot and stymied their momentum there.
Neither team has scored in the last 2+ minutes of game time. Here is Javen Erickson. He tries to break that. He cannot. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Hen of Elgin Public Pope John. Pleasanton folks wanted a whistle.
Yeah, well, it was a little. I'm not opposed to a whistle, but I like the 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
Like both of them getting after it. You know, not a lot of depth. You don't want to fouls to start ringing up. This is a pretty well ref game and obviously skilled game as well.
On the right side, on the elbow, it's Lindner. Fadeaway jumper to tie. How about the friendly roll?
The Dirk Nowinski. These guys are bringing out all their the Dirk Nowinski leg kick. Dallas Maverick there by Lindner. He's starting to heat up.
How about the Bam Adebayo 83-point performance? 43 free throws. What if we would have seen that today?
Yeah, listen, they have a statue out of there.
You want to talk about a delay of game. Here on the left side, Javen Erickson tries another trifecta. That one's good. The freshman hits another one. And we have an Elgin Public Pope John timeout as they lead it. 34-31. We got a good one on our hands in the final moments of the third quarter. Let's step aside, come back in 30 seconds here on the ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more boys state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
He's Jay Foreman. I'm Nick Sainer, coming to you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Day one of the boys state basketball tournament. 34-31, number one, Elgin Public Pope John leads Pleasanton. Pleasanton with the basketball on the top of the key. Janet Scheck now to Lindner. He's going to let that one fire to tie. Bang!
There he is. He's over 20 points. He's starting to heat up here. 11 in the first half. 9 quick points in the third quarter. Answered the call. Tie game.
Lindner now 9 of 13 from the field. 2 of 2 from beyond the line. 3-point line, that is. Passing through. Javen Erickson gives it to Jarek. Jarek, nobody there on the receiving end of that pass. It's a turnover. Just the sixth turnover of the game on Elgin Public Pope John, the Wolfpack. One of their last 9 shooting the basketball. Pleasanton now with the ball can take the lead.
Yeah, Jarek thought Selton was going to be in the corner. He decided to cut, so a little bit of miscommunication there.
At the top of the key, here's Boyd. Now to Lindner. He thought about popping it. The defender came out to help. He gives it right side. Now left side, Janet Scheck. three-point try on the way. It's good. The 8-seed Pleasanton Bulldogs are on top of number 1 Elgin Public Pope John by 3.
It's not how you start, it's how you arrive. Big three from the first half from him. Another one there from the corner.
As EPBJ is one of their last 9, Pleasanton is 3 of their last 3. The entry pass to Hen on Smith. Gets underneath the bucket. Gets the layup to fall. They bring it within 1.
That's a momentum stopper there. Big move by their hand. Kind of inside-outside game. Good power move there.
42 seconds to play. Third quarter on the right side. Pleasanton with the ball. On the right corner now to Lindner. Lindner fakes left, goes right. Baseline jumper. Same spot. Different result. That one's no good. Jarek Erickson clears the defensive rebound for Pleasanton. He dribbles behind, EPPJ on offense. Javen Erickson to Jarek Erickson on the right side. Shot clock is dark. 22 seconds to go. Quarter number 3. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you in the final moments of the third. They hand it off to Selting. A couple of guys have some hands on their hips. A fast-moving third quarter. Selting hesitates in the lane. Nobody's there to stop the ball, and EPBJ really has a 1-point lead. 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Maddox Boyd crossing over. The half-court heave is no good, and after 3 quarters of play, we have a 1-point ball game. 38-37, Elgin Public Pope John on top of Pleasanton here. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the final period of play on 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, Jay Foreman. It is start of the fourth quarter, 38-37 your score. Pleasanton is down by 1. They have the basketball. Tell us real quick about that play in the final moments for EPPJ.
So at the end of the quarter play, they ran what was an elevator screen, thought it was going to go to Erickson, opened it up for Selton for an easy 2 points.
Pleasanton's layup is blocked from behind by EPPJ. Here comes Jarek Erickson down the floor trying to run coast to coast. Now a pass down the floor. Had a great look at Hen on the doorstep of the bucket.
A little bit too much heat.
Yeah,
a little bit too much sauce there.
Just
early in the morning.
I'm trying to think of a quarterback that sometimes just throws it way too hard, too often.
We had one at Nebraska.
That is true. On the right side, Janet check.
No depth.
I was trying to think NFL quarterback, but if you want to go close to home, Jay, that's fine. On the right side here is Lindner. Now Janet check. He fires the tray and unable to hit that one. Glass is cleared by Jarek Erickson. He's got 16 points and 11 rebounds on the morning.
Easy double-double there.
Just fine.
Easy double-double there for Erickson. He's a really good player.
Here's Erickson on the left elbow. Looking around with his back to the basket. Now spins around with that left foot tied to the floor as the pivot. Here on the left side, no real movement here. Now backs it out to the perimeter. Reverses course, and we're ready to go. Pass inside on the left block. Cross pass, skip through. As the mid-range jumper, good for Selton. A nice shot from the right side.
2 points to end the quarter, coming right out, mid-range jumper.
Here's Riley down low, layup good. Great answer by Pleasanton.
I like the sideline secondary break. Easy 2 points there by Riley. Nice little spin move as well.
Erickson with the basketball. Across the timeline he goes. On the left wing, he gets picked up by Riley loosely. 21 in white versus 21 in red. Now passing to the left corner, dribbling in the lane, drawing contact. Got away with a travel. Get it stripped out of his lap, though. Pleasanton going the other way. They can take a lead with a 2. In the lane, Riley, layup, good. It's 41-40 Pleasanton.
Yeah, when you think about the Wolfpack here, you got Pelzer that they're not even a guardman, so they're taking Linder and kind of have him as a rover. He tried to really punch a hole in the defense by driving. He's got to be a little bit stronger with the basketball.
Entry pass down low. Hen gets it stripped. How about Linder? And a foul is called on Linder. They're going to say a foul. So Lindner stripped it out of the lap of Henn, down low on the block. Lindner went and turned around. They're going to say that Lindner leaned his head and shoulder into the guy, and the official called it was essentially an offensive foul on Lindner because he had the basketball.
Yeah, Linder's got it was a controversial call. We see Pleasanton behind us. Big, strong kid. You get in the 50-50 ball, Linder's not giving up anything.
Here is Erickson, right side, three-point try. Elgin, public poke. John drills the three.
Big three there by Callhoff there. That's a big change. That's a 5-point turnaround. Big three there from the corner.
7 fouls have been called all game on Pleasanton as Lindner gets it taken away out of bounds. It'll be Pleasanton basketball. But as I was going to say, just 1 foul has been called all game on EPPJ.
Yeah, maybe a little makeup call there because Selton, when you compare that foul versus the one against Lindner, got caught with a little bit too much body against Lindner. Linder's a big old kid, big, strong, athletic-looking kid.
They get the inbound pass to Lindner. Pleasanton trails by 2 to Janikchek. Janikchek now to Riley for Pleasanton on offense. Gives to Hayden Smith. Now the right side, Boyd into the corner. Janikchek again as he went baseline to baseline. Now pass deflected. Lindner tracks it down just in front of the timeline. He reverses course back on the right side along the baseline. Down to Lindner. Lindner with 5 on the possession on the right wing. Forcing him to go left as the defender. Now to Riley. Step back 3 on the way to give them the lead. It won't go. Rebound tipped. It is saved from going out of bounds by Henn. And here comes EPPJ the other way. Up the floor, an outlet pass to Jarek Erickson. Erickson left side, Henn. Back to Erickson on the left side. Dribbles right in front of us. Gives it to Henn on the roll. Now a pass over the head, and it almost went out of bounds. Pass is safe from going out of bounds. And Callhoff has it near the timeline. The defensive intensity starting to pick up for Pleasanton as the double team comes, and EPPJ wants to call a timeout and talk things over.
Yeah, good timeout there because things were discombobulated. You got a 2-point lead off of the 3 by Callhoff from the corner. You have a chance now, I wouldn't say to break the game open, but get it into a 2-possession game. Probably want to get a specialty play here with sidelines out of bounds. So the intensity is starting to pick up now because there's 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in their first game here in the state tournament. And so you're seeing, Pleasanton really turn it up. Obviously, probably a little upset about the call on Lindner. They were able to answer. And so if you're EPPJ, you got to figure out a way to offset their aggressiveness. You got to maybe get some backdoor cuts. And now you got you got Javen Erickson now. So what he is able to do is able to spread the court. So that opens up for his brother. It opens up for Henn. So now you have your best offensive unit. And then also in the defensive rebound with a jump shooting team, it's 1 shot, and that's it for Pleasanton.
43-41. EPPJ leads by 2. 4:46 to play in the fourth quarter. It'll be a sideline inbound directly across the floor from us here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, right to the left side of the head coach for the EPPJ Wolfpack, as that is Matt Hughes. On the top of the key, Jarek Erickson with the basketball. He dribbles right side of the elbow. Floater, jump in, away, no good. That was a fadeaway jumper, I should have said, not a floater. Now on the right side, here comes Pleasanton to tie with a 2. Fouled from behind is Lindner, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Jay, were you expecting to wake up with snow today?
No, I wasn't.
Did you have any clue?
I had no clue.
I went out.
Did you?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, though. I went over to our friends at Nebraska Auto Detail. They're hooking me up today with an interior detail while we're at state basketball.
Correct.
I'm excited. I've never had an interior detail.
That means you've been eating too much food in your car.
No. It's not that dirty, but they're going to get every crack and crevice, and they're going to wipe down some of the residue. Give them a call today, 402-601-5086. That's our friends at Nebraska Auto Detail. Excited to get that. And I'm sure I'll send you all the pictures once it's all spotless.
I know, and then I got to bring my car over there.
It's going to be smelling and looking like a brand new car.
All right.
So anyway, all right, here we go. After Pleasanton goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, they trail it by 1. 43-42 your score, 4:15 to play, fourth quarter. On the left side with it, gives it to Erickson. Erickson now dribbles out to the perimeter. He uses a screen right from Henn. It doesn't really do anything as the defender goes over the top. Now on the left side, Javen Erickson for 3 on the way. That missed everything, no good. I tell you what, Javen Erickson, a bigger guy, freshman, he has no issue pulling from any zip code here at PBA.
3 of 6 from threes, and he's not coming inside the arc to do anything else besides rebound on the defensive end. He has a pretty good shot, and they have a lot of confidence in him.
We are halfway through the final quarter of play. It's 43-42. Elgin Public Pope John up by 1, clinging as the top-seeded team here in Class D2 to the 1-point lead. Lindner to a cutting Riley in the lane. Pass deflected. He gets it back. Floater, jog, shot blocked by EPPJ, but Pleasanton gets it back. Shot clock did not reset, and it's a traveling violation called against Hollinsworth of Pleasanton.
Yeah, slid his feet a little bit. Good left-hand drive. I think the size of Hen and Erickson kind of threw him off a little bit. He was trying to get into a shot. They obviously closed, caused him to travel. Costly turnover there for Pleasanton.
43-42 your score, 3:30 to go in the fourth quarter between Elgin Public, Pope John, and Pleasanton. Nick Sanders alongside Jay Foreman here from Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class D2 quarterfinal. Pass into the right side of the lane. Seltine jumper, shot blocked. Great job by Hollinsworth. Here come Pleasanton. Across the timeline goes Lindner on the top of the key to a trailing Smith. Three-pointer, short, rebound, offensive. As Pleasanton put back shot blocked by Erickson again, and Javen Erickson gives it to Jarek Erickson. EPPJ going the other way across the timeline, top of the key, hesitates, dribbles through onto the right side of the line. Beyond the perimeter, it is Kalhoff. Kalhoff 3 of 5 shooting the basketball with 8 points. Skip pass left side, Seltine 3-point try on the way. Looks good, is good.
Good kick pass, slot to slot. Easy shot there for Seltine. He's starting to turn his game up here.
Riley with the basketball at top of the side. Now Smith. Smith to Lindner. Lindner trailing by 4 is Pleasanton. He hits Smith in the head as he was going away from the ball. And we have a foul called in transition as Pleasanton is going to be fouled. As Coach Hughes over there.
He wanted a flagrant foul there. They're discussing it.
It essentially be like a clear path foul in NBA, right? There was nobody there, but Pleasanton, their case is that they were making a play on the ball.
It was a good foul. Stopped a fast break and the momentum. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left. You're down by 4. You got to think possessions. And so if I'm EPPJ, I'm thinking players, not plays. I'm thinking Erickson. I'm thinking Hen, and I'm thinking younger Erickson.
Here is Seltine, top of the key, fakes right, goes left. Now out to Javen Erickson. Javen dribbles with his right hand, hands it off to Jarek. Jarek Erickson now with the basketball, dribbling around. Now passes back to Javen. Javen in the far corner to Seltine. He'll try for another 3 on the way. It will not go. Defensive rebound collected by Pleasanton and Hayden Smith. Outlet pass to Boyd. Boyd dribbling up, backs down the defender in the center lane, kicks it out Smith. Shot fake on Javen Erickson in the lane, drives right into the defender. The tough contested floater won't fall, and Erickson clears the glass for EPPJ as we have a whistle and a foul called on a reach-in. I believe they're going to get Smith on this one.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate circumstances there for Smith. Got into the middle of the lane, and then obviously a good vertical defender caused him to almost travel, so he threw it up, and then a little frustration foul there, down by 4.
We have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside with them. 46-42 is your score. 1:59 to go in the fourth quarter. 30-second break, and we'll come right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Not a great time for Pleasanton, the Bulldogs, to go cold. They are 0 of their last 5, and they have not scored in over 2.5 minutes of game time. But here's the deal, Jay. You look up at that scoreboard, it's still just a 4-point differential.
Yeah. Well, look, when you have Lindner, you're always going to be in the game. He hasn't touched the ball in the last 3 possessions, so I'm sure Coach Boyd at that timeout is going to try to get his hands on the ball almost every possession before the end of the game.
46-45 is your score as we just passed the 10 o'clock hour here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. That pass taken away. Pleasanton gets the turnover. In transition, layup good. It's a 2-point game. That breaks the scoring drought of 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And quickly, Pleasanton calls a timeout. We'll keep it here.
Just like that, they came out and Coach Boyd saved it. Little full court pressure, 1-2-2 trap. Got him right there in the coffin corner, or what I call the valley of death, right at past half court on the side. turnover, got Linder the ball. Now you're seeing it right now. The minute 48, you're thinking possession now. So Pleasanton is right back in this game, even though it looked like EPBJ had all the control. So right now it's going to come down to turnovers and definitely free throws.
Yeah.
And who can just get the easy basket, right? Could it be, you find a backdoor cut, you find somebody that missed their man in the zone, or you get an opportunistic steal like the Pleasanton just got here in this last couple seconds.
Over half of Pleasanton's points have been scored by Brennan Lindner. He's got 23 of their 44. Only 3 other players have scored today. Now here we go with EPBJ on offense. Reversing course. They have 4 seconds to get it across half court. The pass up the floor, almost taken away. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be EPBJ basketball. That was a close one by Hen.
Yeah, because sometimes you can think that the other guy knocked it out and you can touch it at the very last second. Now, one thing you can see for EPBJ is between the Erickson brothers and Hen, they have the size to throw over the smaller Pleasanton. So they have to go get the ball, and they have to make it easier on their guards because their guards are really succumbing to the pressure right now.
Here at the timeline, it's Jarek Erickson. We are under 90 seconds to play at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Erickson, fake the jab step, now fakes it again on the right side. Working now, the defender is Riley. Riley on Erickson. The double team comes. They pass it down the floor into Hen. That's the second time Erickson has fired it through the hands of Hen. Just too much juice.
Yeah, it was a good idea right there. We talked about it, Nick. What's going to happen? You need a little bit of a backdoor cut. The whole defense went to Erickson. Hen was right underneath the hoop. Just a little bit too much heat on that pass.
1 minute and 15 seconds to play, fourth quarter. Maddox Boyd gets the basketball directly in front of us along the sideline for Pleasanton, who trails by 2. 46-44, number 8 Pleasanton trying to upset number 1. In the lane, Boyd almost traveled with it. Now the top of the key, Riley. He almost did the same thing. Steps through 2 defenders. Layup won't go, and the rebound cleared by Hen. Those are 2 big bodies to have to navigate your way through if you're Pleasanton.
Yeah, Riley came in there amongst the trees, 6'5" and 6'3", or 6'5" and 6'3". Easy block there for the Wolfpack.
Here's Jarek Erickson, hands it off to Kohlhoff. Kohlhoff now to Erickson. Here we go. 42 seconds to play, fourth quarter, and we have a timeout called by Elgin Public Pope John. It is a full timeout, and we will take a break with them. 40 seconds to play, fourth quarter. 2-point EPPJ lead over 8-seeded Pleasanton here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman. A major thank you to Jake Bachhoven back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, as none of the broadcasts obviously are even possible without those guys back in our 93.7 The Ticket studio. Bach, Harrison, Austin, Rudy. As Rudy's enjoying the Florida weather this week. He's Nebraska Westland Baseball. Obviously, Rudy is a player for Westland Baseball, and they're enjoying the week down in Florida, playing in a tournament down there. 46-44 your score, 40.8 seconds on the game clock, as the Pleasanton folks behind us letting their voices be heard. 46-44, 2-point game. Inbounding it to Erickson. Erickson with the basketball. Now near with it at the top of the key on the right side. Erickson has it. The double team comes. Selting. Elbow jumper left side. No good. He missed it. Came up short. Here comes Pleasanton. They can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Here's Boyd. Boyd on the right side. Crossing over at the elbow. Free throw line. Looks around. Finds
we got to find Lindner.
Hollenshoff. Now back to Hollenshoff. Hollenshoff on the right side. Gets it to Lindner. Now a whistle and a foul is called on the reach in with 10.3 seconds on the game clock.
That's not a bad foul there by EPPJ. It doesn't put him in the bonus. They only have 2 fouls. So really, Nick, when you think about this, 10 seconds left, you have 2 fouls to give.
Yeah.
You could really space it out, because when you think about Pleasanton, they're going to try to get some action for Lindner probably with 4 seconds left so they can chase it afterwards. So if I'm Coach Use over here, I'm trying to time it out on the opposite to make them play my style of basketball to end the game.
It is an EPPJ timeout. We'll keep it here as it's 46-44 with 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. EPPJ, the number one seed, 23-3 on the year. Pleasanton with a record of 13-12. And I would say this, it's not like Elgin Public Pope John's played a bad basketball game. This has been such a well-played basketball game from both sides.
Yeah,
that's why we're tied almost.
Whatever reason, Pleasanton is, just one game over 500, really doesn't matter. They're playing really good basketball. Obviously, the last 4 games, obviously they've won them, and so they found their rhythm. And then when you think of EPPJ, they're the number one team, and so they're a well-skilled team, and they look like they're playing like it. So they're in for a battle. They're thinking, we got 10 seconds. We got to defend and get through the first game. What do I always say, Nick? The first game is always the hardest.
Yeah.
And they're in a dogfight right now.
10 seconds left. All right, Pleasanton basketball. Janik Sheck will be the inbounder for Pleasanton. Look at Lindner. He's got 23 points on the morning.
Oh.
They inbound it to the backcourt. Here's Boyd. Boyd picks up his dribble. 6 on the game clock.
Linder's
looking around. They give it to Riley. Riley with 1 on the clock. He shoots it at the horn. It's no good. Yeah. Pleasanton comes up short, and EPPJ survives. They win it 46-44, a discombobulated final possession for the Pleasanton Bulldogs as they had a timeout with 10 seconds left, and they had no clue what they wanted to do offensively in the final moments.
That's tough right there. When you come out of you have one timeout, you never want to kind of, end the game with a timeout in your pocket, number one. And number two, you didn't have any action to get the ball in Lindner's hands right away. And even in the previous possession, he was stuck in the corner. And so a little frustration there. And obviously it's probably not the way Coach Boyd drew it up, but a great season and a great player that we got to see in Lindner. But EPPJ with the Erickson brothers, Henn and company, they're victorious.
A crazy way to end our first game of the day. Let's go ahead and step aside, come back in a few moments with your post-game show from Pinnacle Bank Arena here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and
and electrical.
Parents deal with a lot of what-ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what-ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Boys State basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Your final score in our first game of the day, a game that took, how about this, 65 minutes. An hour and 5 minutes. I mean, unbelievable. Between Elgin Public Pope John, the number 1 seed, and 8-seeded Pleasanton, as number 1 EPPJ survives 46-44 in a game that was as clean as we've seen it and as well played pace-wise as we could have asked for in our first game of D2 action. And Jay, I want to bring up that last possession specifically because Pleasanton got the ball inbounded to a sophomore in, I believe it was Maddox Boyd and Grady Riley were the two players to touch the ball. Obviously, your leader on offense in that entire game was Brennan Lindner, who had 23 points on 10 of 15 from the field, also 2 of 2 from beyond the three-point line. But here's the deal. On that inbounds pass, they probably dribbled it maybe 3-4 times and then picked up the dribble.
Yeah.
And it just killed the entire play.
Yeah, you never would. I mean, that's really called. You don't want to kill your dribble when you're in a situation like that against any type of pressure. And obviously, you want to give EPPJ the obviously kudos that they knew that it was going to go to a sophomore's hands because of the previous possession they had in the same two players' hands, and so they had they played the guessing game and they guessed right. But when you Linder, who was pretty much going neck and neck with Erickson as far as the leading scorer and the most dominant player, hadn't touched the ball the last two possessions. That's what was going to make the ride home a little bit longer. If you would have shot a shot with your best player, you missed it, you could have probably got on the bus and said, listen, we did what we need to do. But you never really had a chance to get a shot at tying up the game.
Just a very overall well-played first game of the day, a game that was tied 7 different times. The lead changed hands 9 different times. Just an overall really well-played game.
Yeah, well-played game on both ends. All the players very skilled, well-coached game. Very, very efficient.
Yeah.
It really wasn't like the refs had somewhere to go, so they didn't, call any, fouls. There wasn't a reason to. Very low turnovers, and there was 18 turnovers between both teams. And obviously, the 9 o'clock game. It's a 9 o'clock game, so guys might be still asleep, but they played with good energy. The pace was really good. The styles were really good because they're a little bit opposite, but man, these are two well-coached teams, and unfortunately, one had to lose.
We are getting ready to go for our next game in about 25 minutes of time or so between the Deschler Dragons and GACC, Guardian Angels Central Catholic Blue Jays. This is our matchup between the 3 or 4 seed and the 5 seed here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Should be a good one on hand as once again, your final score from game 1 was EPPJ 46, Pleasanton 44. He's Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert with you. We will talk to you in about 25 minutes or so, but for now, let's send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Myself and Austin Orman will have the call for game number 2, but for now, let's send it back to Bach and the guys, 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln, as the number 1 seed, EPPJ, survives and advances to Friday's semifinal here in the state tournament action. We'll step aside, come back in just a few minutes from our downtown Lincoln studios on 93.7 The Ticket.
The wait is over. It's Truck Month at Anderson Ford, which means big selection and even bigger savings on Ford F-150s. Like lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for only $195 per month. The truck that's built to work hard and play hard. Another reason you'll experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1008409. Previous service letter. $195 per month for 36 months, 7,500 miles per year, 8,500 with type. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainert. Join me and the rest of the 93.7 The Ticket crew as we bring you live coverage of the 2026 NSAA Boys State Basketball Tournament from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The action tips off Wednesday, March 11th. If it's being played at Pinnacle Bank Arena, it's heard on The Ticket. Class A to Class D2 all week long. Join us March 11th through March 14th as we crown 6 state champions at the 2026 NSAA Boys State Basketball Tournament right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. Big value and big flavor meet at